Thanks for joining. I'm going to wait for a few more people to join before I get started. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Okay. Am I okay? All right, more people showing up. Okay, good. All right, so thanks for joining me today. Hi, Lori. Today we're going to be doing these little paper boats. So you're going to be making like an origami boat. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. They are a lot of fun. I really enjoy making them. I also like to make little teeny tiny ones because I like to make little teeny tiny things. So little paper boats. All right. So what you're going to need is you're going to need color pencils. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need string. And I would say 3 pieces of paper. You're also going to need tape and a pencil. Maybe a pencil. Okay. So let me get my area cleaned off here a second. Set everything aside. Okay, so now if you want to do it with newspaper, you can do it with newspaper. If you are doing with newspaper, you need to take your newspaper and you need to cut it 8.5 by 11 inches. So if you're a child and you're doing this, you might need your grown-ups help if you're a little younger. But 8.5 by 11 inches, and that's the size of a standard piece of printing paper. So that's what you're going to need. If you don't have newspaper, you can use printing paper. That's just fine. No big deal. You could probably even use a magazine. However, it will be hard to color on the magazine to decorate it. So I made water to set my boat on just for kind of decoration. If you wanted to do that too, you could, but that's not really part of this. It's just kind of a little thing to make my setup look nice. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to wait a few seconds and maybe more people are joining, I see. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Today, we're doing these little paper boats. Okay, so if you have your 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper, we're going to start. So I've never really taught anybody to do, maybe once or twice to do origami boats, but never from a video. So I hope this works out all right. Okay. So to start off, you're going to take your paper, and you're going to fold it in half. Let me move this stuff out of the way so there's more contrast there. Okay, so you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it in half, long ways in half. Okay, fold that. Now, once you have your paper folded, okay, you're going to take your paper again, and you're going to fold it over again. Turn it long ways and fold it over. Just so you can kind of see what you're doing. Or you could do it this way, no matter. Okay, and then I'll show you what I got so far. Make that nice crease. All right, and then fold. Okay. Now, you're going to open that fold. You're going to open the fold, and you're going to make sure that your paper that's open is open at the bottom, okay? So the fold is at the top, and the opening is at the bottom of your paper, all right? So basically all you did with this was you creased it, okay? So then you're going to lay that down, and then you're going to take, I'm going to do this backwards. You're going to take one corner, and you're going to fold it to the middle of that crease where you just creased it and then unfolded it. You're going to fold to the middle of that. So I'm going to do that now, and hopefully everybody can see what I'm doing. You're going to fold that down right to the crease, and you're going to crease that. Crease it nice and good. So then it should look like this. Right? All right, then once you have that one done, you're going to do the other side the same way. So you're going to fold that this way. and you're going to crease that one. Show you how to do that. So now what you should have is, you should have this. So you folded those, and now you have that, right? It's coming together. Okay, once you have that done, you're going to take one of your sheets of paper, okay? Now, I'm going to turn this facing me because it's going to be facing you, and you're going to need to know how to do that. So you're going to take your piece of paper, and you're going to fold it up. See that? Take your piece of paper on the edge right here, the part that's below this piece, and you're going to fold it up. All right? So it should look like that now. Okay? Now once you have that done, you're going to flip your paper over to the other side. So now you should be looking at your paper like this. Okay? Flip it to the other side, and then you're going to take that piece of paper that's hanging down, and you're going to fold it up. You're going to make it even with the other one, okay? So you're going to fold it even to the other one that you did. So now it should look like this. Now, if you were to stop, this is a paper hat. But we're not stopping. We're going to continue on, okay? So now once you have that, you're going to take your paper and you're going to stick it like this. Okay? You're going to hold it like this, and you're going to insert your thumbs into that. Okay? Once you have your thumbs in there, pull it apart. See what I did? Stick your fingers in the hole, in the opening there, pull apart. And then you're going to take that and you're going to smash it down. Now you're going to smash it down. Now what you're seeing is sometimes you'll have this paper right here that's sticking up like that. That's okay. Push it into the other side. So now it's laying flat, right? So if it doesn't go in like that, just do that. So now this is what we have so far. All right? Once you have that, lay it back down on the table, okay? In the opening, you're gonna fold that flap up. So fold the flap up. So it's going to be like this. This is what you have, and you're going to fold the flap up. All right? Now, once you have that flap folded up, you're going to turn your paper over, and it's going to look like this. Okay? That should be facing you, and then you're going to fold that flap up. Fold it up. Hi, Chris. Today we are doing little paper boats. Okay, so now that you got that flap folded up, so now we folded both flaps. Now what you have is a triangle, right? Now guess what you're going to do? You're going to take your fingers like this in the opening, and you're going to pull that like this. And now, so did you see what I did? You're going to take your triangle, stick it in the opening, and pull, and then flatten it out, right? Now that you got that, there's your flaps. This part down here, you're going to flip over, okay? Do you see that? Opening here, rotate, and then this is the tricky part, okay? This is the part that's tricky. This is the boat. Pull open. Okay, now see how that's doing that, and it looks like you've messed it up? You haven't messed it up, okay? You're going to take your fingers. This is hard to do. You're going to take your fingers and you're going to form your boat. You see that, how I did that? You're going to form your boat. All right. So did you see how I did that? Unfold. And then sometimes this don't want to go up. So you're just going to take that and you're going to fold it up and then crease all your lines. Now what's going to happen is when you do this, You're going to take your fingers in the bottom part, there, kind of do that a little bit, and this should open up to your boat. Sometimes it takes a bit to mess with it, but you'll get it. There you go. And look, now we've made our boat, okay? Now that you've made your paper boat, if you need to go back and look at this, you can go back and look at it when it's finished, because this video will be on the Facebook page. It'll also be on our website at citymuseum.org if you need it. Okay, so once you have your boat made, you're going to kind of flatten it again, and we're going to decorate it, okay? So the next step is to decorate your boat. So make sure it's flat, and you're going to pick out some colors, and you're going to decorate your boat. So I think I'm going to do oranges, peaches, and purple today. All right, so I'm just going to make some stripes, maybe some lines. You could put words on it. You could draw pictures on it if you wanted. That's up to you. Maybe I'll draw a picture on the other side. You could name your boat if you wanted and give it a name. Also, these will float in the water. I don't know for how long because it is paper, but they do float. Years ago, when I worked on the floor staff of Art City, that's the people who walk around and watch everything. When I worked in that department, we had made paper boats one time and stuck them all in the Missouri Stream down on the first floor, and we let kids like go down there and have little paper boat races. It was a lot of fun. I forgot about that till just now. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so then just decorate your boat. However, I'll put some little scallops on mine. Okay. Other side. Maybe I'll try to draw something on here. I'll put a fish on here, because you all know how I like to draw fish. Why not, right? Okay. There we go. I'll put a little fish on there. So I decorated my boat. Now you can color it in, whatever. I like to do this part too. It's not the easiest, but I do like to decorate it a little bit, so I'm going to put some decoration there. Don't put too much on it, because what I found was if you put too much on it, when you go to tape your other stuff onto it, the tape has a hard time sticking to colored pencil or crayon, so kind of want to be easy when you're doing that, so maybe not decorate it too much. Now, if you have marker, that's even better. Marker worked great. It'll stick right to it. But I decided to do colored pencils today instead of marker. All right, so this is what I got so far. This is my boat. It's got some decoration to it. All right. Okay, now that you have your boat decorated, or you are decorating it, you're going to set that aside for a second. Okay. You're going to take one of your other pieces of paper that you have, and you're going to cut a strip about an inch wide. Okay. And then this strip is for your flags. These are for your flags, okay? So pick out what colors you want for your flags. Yeah, pick out what color you want for your flags and then color it in. Remember, don't forget to put something down for your table so you don't decorate your table. Okay, and then, so flag colors. I'm going to do some, well, what color maybe some purples. Yeah, so you could just do like half and half. So I'm going to do half and half on this strip here. Do half and half colors. So I'm going to do one side of the strip purple and one side of the strip a different color, maybe orange, right? So this strip purple and the other strip orange is what I'm doing. I don't, what colors are you all doing? You could do stripes, you could do whatever, you can make it look however you want. All right, and then this side. And then I'm gonna leave a little space. Well, no, we'll use another piece of paper for the top flag, okay? All right. Blue and yellow, those are good colors. I almost did blue and yellow. Okay, well, I did kind of do blue and yellow. Sea green and yellow, close enough. Okay, so now that I have those colored, you're going to take your strip of paper. You could do both sides if you want, but I did the one side because only one side's going to show for me. All right, and then you're going to take your paper and you're going to cut off one of the corners, all right? See how I cut off one of the corners? And then what you're going to do is, if you flip that over, you can just cut like this and it'll make a triangle, all right? So then once you have that one started, then it's easy peasy, because then look, you already have half of a triangle already done. So then you just keep going like that. It makes it so much easier instead of trying to make everything even. But what I found was my boat usually can only hold about 3 flags on each side. Oh, green and orange, that's cool. Yeah, green and orange are good colors. All right, and then, so you want to have maybe about 6 flags for each side, or three flags for each side. So I'm going to cut that corner off again. And then, here go my triangles. All right, so now I have 3 triangles, because that's how many, 3 flags, that's how many I'm going to do. And then, now that I have those done, I'm going to take a piece of paper. All right, now I think I've showed you all before how to do this, but if you've never done this with me before, I'm going to show you again. So you're going to need a piece of paper so that you can roll, a crow's nest pole, which I don't know what they're actually called, but that's what I call it, because a crow's nest is usually a basket at the top of a ship. However, this is a sailboat, so I'm not sure if sailboats have those, but they might. I guess if it's your imagination, they can have whatever they want. Anyway, so then you're going to take your paper, and I'm going to show you again how to do this. You're going to fold one corner, okay? So fold your corner, and then you're going to start rolling the paper. Roll the paper. And if it's if the stick is too long, it's okay, you could cut it. I tried to do this with toothpicks because I really wanted to use toothpicks with this, but it wasn't working out for me with the tape. So I decided just to do it like this. All right, now once you have your stick rolled, you're going to tape it in place. All right, so take your tape and tape it in place. All right, and then this one is kind of long, so I'm going to cut it a little bit. Go. All right, set that aside again. And now you need to set this aside. You don't need it just yet. And the next thing you need is your string. So you're going to take the string that you have, the string or yarn, or if you had fishing line, you could use fishing line. But I have string today, so I'm going to take the string and I'm going to measure it. You know, maybe we should tape it first because that might be easier. So take your pole for your boat, and you're just going to tape it onto the side of your boat, okay? How I did it was I took it and put it inside, but it's not seeming to work this time, so see how I did it? Push it in between that little fold right there on your boat. And then you can tape it there if you'd like. Or if not, you can just tape it to the side. That's okay. I'm going to try it like that. It might work for me. My boat's seeming like it's kind of crooked today. Sometimes I can get them to be just perfect and other times not so. Okay, there we go. All right. So it looks like the stick is going to be a little crooked on mine. That's okay. Hey, maybe the wind is blowing it, right? Okay, so now I'm going to tape it just like this. And then you just push that down, kind of. Make sure you scratch it on there so it stays. And then that's what it should look like, taped onto your boat. All right, now that we have that done, mine's crooked. Now that we have that done, you're going to take your string that you have, and you're going to tie it in the middle to your stick, okay? So, tie it to your stick. This one, I didn't have enough string, so I had to tie 2 strings together. It's kind of funny because in the middle, it looks like I have a tassel. It's whatever, but still. Okay, so double tie it on there. And I'm going to show you something. You want to push this down a little bit. Now, if you have hot glue and you don't have tape, you can hot glue this to the stick as well, and that's fine. Okay, so you want to put your string not at the very top of the pole, but about maybe an inch down or a half an inch down, because you're going to want to put your very top flag up here, okay? Which we haven't done yet. We need to cut that still. So there's that. All right, and then you're going to take your string and you're going to measure. Now, what I found is sometimes if I don't tie it tight enough, it'll start to slide down. So if that happens, just tape it to the pole there so it won't go nowhere. So I might have to do that because mine's starting to slide. So I'm going to tape mine just a little bit so that it doesn't go nowhere. And I'll put the tape on the back side where I taped it to begin with. Go. Right, okay. So then I taped it because I don't want it to go anywhere. And next, you're going to take these strings and you're going to need 2 pieces of tape. I already have one. Okay. And you're going to pull the string. See that? Pull the string down here to your boat, and you're going to tape this string into the inside of your boat right here, okay? So if you need to cut some of the string because you have way too much, you can do that. So that's what I'm going to do because I have way too much. And it's just getting in my way. Excuse me. Okay, so pull it down to about right there. See, I did that, and now I'm going to tape it inside the boat. Tape that. Oh. I need to fix that. I taped it too far down. Do it again. I think this part's trickier than actually folding the boat. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then you want to do the other side. So here's how I taped it. And then you're going to do the other side. If you've already got yours taped, bear with me a second so I can finish mine. Okay. Tape. I'll have to work with mine in a little bit to get it to stand up the way it's supposed to. Okay. And then you're going to tape that side. Let me cut some off a little bit. Now look what's happening here with mine. See how this is pulling that flap out? You see that? That's okay. You stick a piece of tape and you tape that flap in there, all right? That way it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm going to do that first because I'm having an issue where it's wanting to pull it out. So just tape that flap down to the boat, okay? Normally, I know origami, you're not supposed to have to tape things, but since we're adding these strings, it kind of helps a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tape these flaps down. All right, then let me finish my my string on this side. Cut it. I had too much. tape here, pull this over and tape it to the inside of my boat, up at the top. And then if you have any extra tape on there, just kind of cut it off or fold it over. You can fold it over too if you wanted. All right, so this is what I got so far. This is my boat. It's coming along nicely. Looks like it's weathered some storms here and there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and make our flag for the top. So you're going to need another little small piece of paper. So I'm going to get a piece of paper here. Okay, cut a small strip out like this. Now you can either do your flag like that, or you can do a triangle. Let me color my flag first before I cut any more out. I'm going to color it with the color that I did on the triangle at the top. Top of the boat there. Okay. And then if you're using colored pencils, you want to leave a space right here. Okay. So you can add the tape. So you can fold it around the pole. Okay, I'm not doing square. I'm going to do a triangle. So I'm going to cut the triangle out. It's a long triangle, but whatever, it'll work. Oh, I accidentally cut off the other piece. Okay, so that's my flag. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to tape the flag to the top. Okay, so get a piece of tape. Looks like I already had some tape there. Piece of tape. Small piece. And then you're going to put just like that. And then you're going to tape it to it. So that's what I got so far now. Oh, it's looking really cute. Okay, so now that you have that, put that aside. Well, no, actually, you can't put that aside. We got to tape our flags to it. Probably would have been easier to tape the flags first before sticking the string on there, but that's all right. You're just going to need some little pieces of tape, all right? And you're going to kind of do the same thing you did with that flag there. You're going to put a piece of tape, just like that. And then you're going to stick it on the string, okay? And you're going to wrap that tape around so that it's taped onto the flag now. See how I did that? You're going to wrap it around. If you have any extra, just tear the extra tape off, all right? So there's that. Now I'm thinking maybe, so now see my string wants to move around a little bit so the flag isn't straight. That's okay, it looks like the wind's blowing it. Okay, so there's one, and then you're going to continue to do that to all of them. So then the purple, so since I did two different colors, I want to do mine every other. I want to do an orange one, a purple one, and then an orange one. And then on the other side, I'm going to do purple first, and then orange, and then purple. That way, my boat has even number of colored flags on both sides. Not sure why. I'm going to have to retape this because it's not wanting to stay where I want it. But for now, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, and then next is orange. So I'm going to do another one. Tape. Tape to the top. Put it on the string. Fold it over. There we go. Same. Purple. Tape to the top. Put it on the string. I like to put the string right up to the edge of where the paper is, where the triangle is. So it looks like it's attached to the string. Okay, so far. Okay, and then next, an orange, and then a purple. And then you have made a paper boat that looks really cute that I'm fairly confident should float. Me and my husband one time had paper boat races when it rained outside. That was a lot of fun because the water was rushing down the street, and we got to see which one won. I can't remember who won. I think he did. Okay. You could probably do it with a hose and water too, I would imagine. All right. And then the last one, but not least, the last one, stick it on there. And then touch it up a little bit. All right, and then look. We made this super cute paper boat. Isn't that adorable? I'm so happy you all joined me today to make these. If you want any information on City Museum, you can go to citymuseum.org, or if you want to find these videos, they are either on our Facebook page at City Museum St. Louis, or also on the website, and they should be all archived. You can click on any one of them you want to watch and follow along too. And thanks for joining me this morning, and I hope you all have a great day. Come back and see me tomorrow at 11 o'clock for another project. See you later.